Jaguars.
Leopards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were cheetahs.
Cheetahs. They're, you know what? They're whatever you want them to be. Yeah, it's like an ink blot test. All right.
So thank you for joining us today. I wanted to ask questions about, we just talked to two of the executive producer and showrunner for the show about kind of like how the story is built out, supporting characters, what Nancy stands for, and a little bit about the season so far. Can you tell us maybe just a little bit about what we should be ready for and be like Kevin's store about the season, and what should entice us to keep going on to the next episode after the pilot?
Sure. You want to start?
Sure. I mean, we've planted in the first episode 2 juicy murder mysteries that we're going to be following, and inside of those mysteries are smaller mysteries that we'll be solving along the way. But we're really excited to be building towards a season finale that I think will make us nice.
I think you're also watching, Nancy evolve. Obviously, when we start the show, she's someone who kind of is, after the loss of her mother and not going away to college and staying in town, she sort of like gave up her superpower. She kind of like stopped wanting to be Nancy Drew, girl detective. And so seeing her kind of come back into her powers and kind of embracing who she really is, and also learning to work with a team. She was also used to working by herself. And so I think those relationships with the other kids at the diner, and obviously a relationship with Nick, those are things that we're really going to be able to track through the season as well.
How did you decide to balance like the real world setting versus like more of the supernatural elements, and like do you have rules or limitations to like what's possible in terms of the more supernatural tone of the show?
Well, in all of our shows, we try to do everything coming from a grounded place of like, if this was really happening, what would it look like? How would it feel? How would people react? And so that's where we started, and I think things do escalate in a way, but we always try to drive everything through what we understand in real life about the supernatural to whatever degree we can say that, and try to keep it credible and keep it emotional, that everything's tied to character and the story that we're telling.
And it's a journey. I mean, as the show goes on, those elements are going to become more heightened, and things are going to be, I think it's something you have to earn and take that audience on that journey. But it's going to be pretty spooky. Some creepy stuff coming.
What do you think fans of the books are going to find surprising about your adaptation of Nancy Drew?
Well, hopefully it feels true to the spirit of the book and the spirit of Nancy. And Stephanie is like a Nancy Drew scholar, so I've learned a lot sitting at her knee about Nancy Drew. But also, we wanted this version to feel. We wanted to embrace the sort of, Nancy Drew she's a teenager here. There have been some adaptations in TV over the last couple of years where she was like an adult, and we wanted to go back to that girl, but also it's a little bit more of a PG-13 take on Nancy. It's not for little kids. And I think hopefully being able to walk that line of a lot of the core elements of the books, which I'd love for you to talk about, but then also moving into an older audience.
Yeah, I mean, we took the idea of Nancy as this very fearless girl who absolutely believes in truth and justice and is brave and, doesn't take no for an answer, but also wanted to examine, which is very much in the books as well, this sense of Nancy that and as she's doing that, she's voyeuristic, she's going down dark alleys, she's overhearing conversations, she's stealing things from people's houses. There's sort of a dark side to her, and both of those things feel like they need to be honored in a contemporary adaptation. Time for one last question.
Who's it going to be?
Take it. No, take it. I got the last one.
When you're looking to hire writers for a show like this, what kinds of qualities and maybe identities are you looking to bring into the writer's room, and I guess to the executive producer level?
Well, we're very lucky to have written the show with Noga, written the pilot with Noga, and then partnered her with Melinda Sue Taylor, who you guys just talked to, who's a fantastic showrunner, and they're a great dream team, which makes our lives that much easier. But the room, you're always looking for different strengths. It's almost like putting together like a baseball team where everybody, you know, some people are home run hitters and some people are great fielders. So you want somebody who's great at mysteries, some people who embraces the supernatural, some people who come in with strengths on sort of the soapier side of the stories. You know, some people who might really invest in the emotional side of the father-daughter stories. Everybody has different strengths, and it just comes this really nice collection of voices and points of view, because we really want the show to have all of those qualities. Hopefully every episode has those qualities in them.
Yeah, and our show is obviously more diverse than the books were written, so making sure that that's also reflected in the writers' room.
Great. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you.